And we back. Y'all, we went into this little pool of NBA Hall of Famers, of some of the greatest players of all time that are retired, and we're adding them to the current NBA. I miss Allen Iverson. I miss Dirk. I miss KG. So in today's video, we took them from retirement, we spun back the clocks, and now they're back in their prime, and we threw them on the team that they are known for. So yes, as much as I would love to put Allen Iverson on the Bulls, he's back in Philly. It should be a lot of fun. We do this video pretty much every single year, and I feel like the outcome is always different. Now, I try to do this with a plan, right? I try to go in the all-time teams and pick a player that fits what the current NBA team is trying to do. So if the current NBA team has an elite point guard, I don't need to go get a legend point guard. You get what I'm saying? So it should be a lot of fun. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. As I'm recording this video, I'm a couple hundred subscribers away from 900,000. 900,000 people have watched a video of mine and decided, hey, I might want to see another video of his. That's crazy. So thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. It's been unreal. It's been unreal. Let's go look at all the rosters because I know you're very curious to which legends we decided to take out of retirement. Hey, I be telling y'all that when I get that intro open on the first try, I just know that the video is going to be beautiful, and I feel that tonight as I'm recording, all right? So, we already mentioned Allen Iverson. Y'all knew that Allen Iverson... Wait, that's not what I wanted to see. They spoiled it, 2K. I'm the 76ers. So, Allen Iverson is out of retirement. 30-year-old AI. It is the perfect player for Philly to need right now. Of course, you got Ben Simmons. You have Allen Iverson. Tobias Harris. I mean, I'm going to fix this for them. Tobias Harris, you're running the 4, and Danny Green is running the 3. That's the way it's going. Because Mike Scott is not starting for a team that's trying to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you got Joel Embiid. That's easy. Next, we got the Milwaukee Bucks. Adding on the best... Nope. I'm not going to say best. The highest score in NBA history to the Milwaukee Bucks might be the remedy to all of their problems. Kareem up to... In videos, I always am going to say Kareem for Hakeem and Hakeem for Kareem is too close together, and my dyslexia just kicks in to the fullest extent, so I apologize. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is out there, and now he's playing with Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and the squad. The Bulls, who else? Who else? You're like, Kenny, the Bulls don't need a shooting guard. They got Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine ain't preventing the GOAT from coming back. You best believe Zach LaVine not preventing the GOAT from coming back. So one of them is going to run small forward while the other one starts at shooting guard. I'm guessing I'm going to keep Jordan in his prime at the shooting guard and let Zach LaVine be the small forward. That's what I'm thinking. Then we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now Cleveland. Some of your best players in your history is LeBron and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love to an extent. Those players are still in the league. So because of that, I can't add them. LeBron is still in LA. I can't have two LeBrons in the same video. So because of that, I went next guy down, and next guy down is Big Z. Big Z is great. But you know what I'm saying? And you're like, Kenny, what about Mark Price? Where this team already has two super short point guard, shooting guard types. So I went with Ilgauskas. I don't think it really matters because the Cavs are not going to be a big player in today's video. I'm sorry to spoil it. They're not going to be big players in today's video. Next. One of the biggest problems for the Celtics have been their center position. Yes, Daniel Tice is cool, and bringing in Tristan Thompson is cool as well, but none of them is going to compare from the most winningest player when it comes to championships in NBA history. Bill Russell is going to come in this season. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year and potentially put the Boston Celtics over that hump to win a championship. Next, we have, with the Clippers, Bob Mcadoo. Now, some of the other greatest players in Clippers history are like Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, of course, still in the league. And now we got Bob Mcadoo. I don't know much about Bob Mcadoo, keeping it a complete buck with you, but he's on the team now. So, he played for the Lakers too, but spent most of his career at the Clippers, went to New York, went to Boston, went to Detroit, went to Brooklyn. Dang, he was all over the place. All right, whatever. And then he ended his career in Philly, but now he's back to the Clippers, and that helps them out a lot, man. They needed an elite center, and they got that. They a little bit more scary today than they were yesterday. The Grizzlies. Now, technically, Pau Gasol has not officially retired from the NBA, but he's 41. He's 41, y'all. It's over with for Pau. So to have him back is fun. He's 26 years old, but you can see from his picture, they took the 41-year-old. This is one of my biggest problems with some of these guys. Like, if you're going to have him in his prime at 26, let's get the 26-year-old face. And I think the people that do this best are the modders and the PC community. When you have a 26-year-old Pau Gasol, he's going to look like 26-year-old Pau. He might have the full flow if we're talking about the young Pau. But he's on the team with Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, that's a W, you know what I'm saying? Next, we get to the Atlanta Hawks, and Dominique Wilkins is about to take this team that could be a playoff team in real life and elevate them, man. Dominique Wilkins on the wing with Trae Young, John Collins, Gallinari off the bench, and Clint Capella. It's a scary sight. I've been to Atlanta a couple times, and I always have a lot of fun just looking at the Dominique Wilkins statue that they have. It's magnificent. It's great art. Next, we have the Miami Heat. Who else can I add to the Miami Heat other than Dwyane Wade? Retired a few years ago. We're talking about a team that just came off a championship appearance, and now they're adding prime Flash, Finals MVP Flash, 2006 Flash. Might be the scariest team in the East right now. I'm gonna keep the Bucks are up there too. We'll see how things unravel with this team. But Dwyane Wade is the guy. The Charlotte Hornets has Alonzo Mourning, and now the Hornets have been trying to get an elite center since Alonzo Mourning left. You know what I'm saying? They had a few really good centers since then, but none of them have been elite. And Alonzo Mourning comes back, and he is that for them. Cody Zeller headed to the bench, and that's a good thing for y'all. Now, it was a coin flip between John Stockton and Karl Malone, and it ended on Karl Malone because, ended on John Stockton because, Mike Conley didn't have an amazing season for them last season, and John Stockton can do that. I mean, him and Karl Malone are the same overall in 2K. And then the Utah Jazz could equally use Karl Malone and John Stockton, so that's why I did the coin flip, and it ended up with John Stockton. Now we have the Big O. One of the few exceptions of me going to get a player that is also the same position as the best player on the team, but I feel like, he's 6'5". He can run shooting guard. It's the Big O. Literally one of the most complete players in the history of basketball. He can run shooting guard. So him and De'Aaron Fox are going to be that backcourt. The Knicks. Since they already have Mitchell Robinson, I didn't go with Patrick Ewing, but Patrick Ewing is actually a lower overall than Walt Frazier, so I decided to go with Walt Frazier instead. If you watched the video from me yesterday, I literally forgot who the starting point guard for the Knicks are going to be. It's going to be Elfrid Payton this season, but instead, it's going to be Walt Frazier, which is a W. I didn't technically meet Walt Frazier, but I had tickets to a Knicks game, and I was right next to the tunnel where all the players and media come out of, and just seeing him in person, one of the flyest dudes I've ever seen. Like, one of the flyest dudes I've ever seen. Don't miss with his fits. He doesn't. He just doesn't. And he, obviously a primetime hooper on top of that. Next, we got the Lakers. OPT. If this team does not win a championship, it is the most disappointing team in this sim. We already have LeBron. We already have Anthony Davis. They made the change. They got Montrez. They got Dennis Schroeder. They got Marc Gasol. They got Wes Matthews. And now they got Kobe Bean Bryant. Heavy favorite. Legit heavy favorite to win it all. Kobe is a 99 overall. Rest in peace to the Mamba, man. Rest in peace to the Mamba. The Orlando Magic, instead of going Penny Hardaway this time, I went with Tracy Mcgrady. I don't think it really mattered too much. Tracy McGrady is going to be our guy here. I think Penny Hardaway was in our last video we did with this format, so that's why I went T-Mac. And to see T-Mac back in Orlando is going to be cool, you know what I'm saying? Especially since Orlando just brought back pinstripe. Now, it ain't the original pinstripe, but they got pinstripe jerseys again, and T-Mac is going to look nice in those. Who else with the Mavericks than Dirk? Tell me this ain't one of the most elite European foreign-born teams of all time. Dirk from Germany, Slovakia, Luka Doncic, and Latvian Kristaps Porzingis. Like, this team, I don't know. That's another very, very good team out there. And now with the Brooklyn Nets, we got Julius Erving coming back. And we move Kevin Durant to the power forward. His overall drop by like 1 or 2 overalls, but that's fine. Julius Erving's going to come in with Kyrie Irving and KD and Jared Allen or DeAndre Jordan, whoever they want to start, and be elite. The Nuggets get David Thompson. They could have used some really elite shooting guard play, you know, when they made their conference finals run, and now they get that with David Thompson. The Pacers bring in Jermaine O'Neal. Now, this is one of the hardest teams to pick from because Paul George is still in the league, first of all. They had like Freddie Lewis and Jermaine O'Neal. I didn't even think Danny Granger was in the game, which didn't make sense to me. But the Indiana Pacers have like really good players at every position. So I just went with the highest overall, and that was Jermaine O'Neal. We'll see how that works out. The Pelicans. Now think about their best players in their history. Chris Paul, Anthony Davis are still in the league. Those are their top 2 players in their franchise history. We don't want to give them Baron Davis because they already have point guards. So I gave them Jamal Mashburn, who's an 89 overall. And Jamal Mashburn was a bucket back in his day, man. Really fun player to watch. I'm sorry, Pelicans. I didn't really know what else to get y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I got y'all Jamal Mashburn. And I know he's literally the same position as Brandon Ingram. Yeah. Stan Van Gundy, you figure it out. The Detroit Pistons got bad boy Isaiah Thomas back. Now, this is one of those things similar to Oscar Robertson. Isaiah Thomas is such an iconic basketball player, such an elite basketball player. It would be stupid for me not to pick him just because they have Derrick Rose. Guess what? Derrick Rose is going to run shooting guard for them. He just is, right? So now with the Raptors, we got Vince Carter. Hired gun. Similar to what Kawhi Leonard was for them. Hired gun Vince Carter is back in Toronto. No more bad blood. He's coming back and hopefully helping them win a championship. This is scary. Hakeem Olajuwon is back in the league, 99 overall with James Harden. And hopefully James Harden comes to camp for us. They got John Wall. Hakeem Olajuwon is so good. He, in my eyes, is the best center of all time. That's just my personal opinion. The Spurs get back Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is good enough to get this team back to the playoffs, to get that streak going again. 26-year-old Timmy D. I mean, he still got LaMarcus and DeMar and DeJounte and Derrick White. That is a good lineup at the end of the day. It just is. The Suns get Amari Stoudemire. I did not bring in Steve Nash because they just traded for Chris Paul, and Steve Nash and Chris Paul can't work together. So instead, I got Chris Paul, another lob threat that was elite at what he did in his prime. 92 overall. The Suns are looking really good, man. Really, really good. The Thunder, a team that's also similar. Most of their greatest players, KD, Russ, James Harden, still in the league. So we had to go Gary Payton, which ain't a bad pick at all. Him and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander keep it locked down at the guard positions for OKC, but we don't see this team as a real player this season. The Minnesota Timberwolves, KG, big ticket. Before Big Ticket came here, their starting power forward was Rondae Hollis-Jefferson or Juancho Hernan Gomez, but instead, they got the big ticket. They got one of their most elite, and which is so crazy because KG and Karl-Anthony Towns ended up being teammates for like a season or two before he retired. It's just crazy to think about how they even crossed paths, even though KG was so much older. So much older. We're almost done here. We got Clyde Drexler to be with Dame Lillard and CJ. That's self-explanatory. Clyde Drexler is that guy. Will Chamberlain, he is sending rookie James Wiseman to the bench for now. And a healthy Klay Thompson, healthy Steph Curry, and Wilt Chamberlain. Tough scene. And then lastly, we have Elvin Haynes for the Washington Wizards with Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. Woo! All right, this should be a fun experience, man. Power Ranking has the Lakers as the number 1 team. I don't understand how you can't have the Lakers as the number 1 team because that team is elite. And you know what? I'm going to start off simulation looking at the Lakers and try to find a game that makes sense. Oh, Lakers versus Clippers. Lakers versus Clippers. Let's simcast Lakers versus Clippers and see how this goes. Now, I don't think the Clippers even match up very well with Kobe, LeBron, and AD. But yes, they do. All right. Okay. Whoa. The Clippers came out and was dominant. Oh, I forgot Bob McAdoo was the guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, Marcus Gasol. You ain't stopping Bob McAdoo. Oh, Bob McAdoo at 6'9" is... 3 blocks, 6'9", 34 points. Kawhi Leonard also 36. The Lakers really struggled there. Okay, I gotta go through this and try to find like good little rivalries to try to simcast. Okay, I gotta go Kobe versus MJ, man. The protege versus the teacher. It's a close one. Oh, is it really? Oh, it's a close one. We need a close game. Please let me be able to jump into this one. It's not gonna be a close game at the end of the day. Dang, man. Oh, I mean, they hit a shot at the buzzer that didn't really matter. MJ, we need more from you, my guy. And Kobe came to play. I want to jump in on some of these games to watch them unfold. We finally got to jump in, y'all. Philadelphia versus Boston. I feel like these fans hate each other. So let's just see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens in this game. Now, I'm going to say this right up rip. I don't want to go in and do this for every single team or anything, but it's just some players that I really want to see. Allen Iverson was one of them as he gets screened and Kemba Walker puts up a shot. No good. And they give it to Allen Iverson immediately. Let's see what AI got in his bag. He gives it to Seth Curry. Seth Curry with a three. No good. My mic is in the way, so I got to keep leaning to see what's going on. Robert Williams is in the game. Hello? Where's Bill Russell? Did Bill Russell? Bill Russell was on the court. Kemba, big three. Big three from Kemba, putting them up by one with a minute to go. First lead of the night. And Kemba Walker knocks down that three. Now, I don't understand why they running with this lineup that is 4 centers. I just realized they have 4 centers in the game. No wonder Kemba took all the shots. It was 4 centers. 2K, fix your game. There is no scenario in the world where it should be Kemba Walker, Bill Russell, Robert Williams, Daniel Tice, and Tristan Thompson on the court together, 2K. No way. Brad Stevens would never do. What the heck is that? I don't understand. Okay. Hopefully things are going to get back to normal because I did see that it was Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown got off the bench and got to the scorers table. So we'll see. They get it inbound to Jason Tatum. And now, okay, there is 2 centers in the game, but I think that's fine. Dwight Howard and Joel Embiid. Kemba's taking all of the shots. Literally all of the shots. And they're running the lineup without Bill Russell. He's the reason y'all in the game. Oh, good defense, Marcus. Marcus Smart on Allen Iverson, bro. AI's got it tough right now. He just does. Why is Bill Russell not in the game? I don't understand. With a minute to go, you decide to close out the game with Tristan Thompson instead of literally one of the greatest players of all time. Like, Tristan's a cool dude, but, like, he ain't Bill Russell nice. AI, it's rough for AI, but he did draw the foul. Allen Iverson's second free throw is up, and it's good. AI not gonna miss. AI was a good free throw shooter. He won on 90% shooter, so that could have missed. 3-point game, Philly up. Jason Tatum is he's being guarded by Dwight, and that's like Cook session. At least it should have been. Dwight Howard, great defense. Get it to Allen Iverson. AI, can you close out this game? Allen Iverson bringing it up with Marcus Smart guard him. His A button don't work. My boy A button don't work. Oh, rebound. AI, okay, there it is to Ben Simmons. I don't know why he's not a threat there. But they're double teaming him. I'm out of here. You can't come in and watch 2K, bro. You can't come in and watch 2K, bro. It just don't make sense. You're gonna double team Ben Simmons at the 3-point line and allow him to play make. Literally the best thing he's at. I mean, that's just so stupid. 2K takes the fun out of any possible thing. Like, I just want it to be fun. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to simulate to the end of the first month, and we're going to take a look at some standings and see what's going on around the league. All right, so let's see what's going on. League standings, the Milwaukee Bucks are elite. His numbers are ridiculous, so shout out to him. The worst team out east is the Detroit Pistons. Adding Isaiah Thomas didn't really do anything. They're still tanking. They're tanking for Cade, even in Sim. All right, that's fine. Adding Alonzo Mourning didn't really help the Charlotte Hornets, but hey, they have sexy jerseys, so that's something. The Knicks are not much better with Walt Frazier, but he's putting up elite numbers. That's cool. How about you start where the heck is Obi? Why is Obi Toppin so far down there? The Miami Heat start off struggling. That's surprising to me. And the Atlanta Hawks with Dominique Wilkins are elite. Exactly what I expected. Out west, the Warriors. My boy Will said 30 and 14 with 2 blocks. Yep. That makes sense. The Lakers. I mean, it's just the first month. They're trying to get it together. Look at my boy Kobe, man. They're trying to get it together. I don't expect them to be this bad throughout the whole season. I just don't. And OKC is the worst team out west for now. And, I mean, it might stay. Devin Booker is like, Michael Jordan is back. Couldn't tell because I'm going to lead the league in scoring. 31.5 versus the 31.4 for MJ. We got a couple 30s. Rebounding monsters. KG, do your thing. Assists per game. Dame has never been known as like this elite top level playmaker, and there he is. I mean, he's got more weapons. Clyde Drexler's there. John Stockton, I mean, he's doing what John Stockton does, and like everybody else. Steals, Walt Frazier, and they don't call him the glove for no reason. Blocks per game. Mitchell Robinson is like, I know Tim Duncan is back. I know Alonzo Mourning, Hakeem Olajuwon, Will Chamberlain are back, but I'm still going to lead the league in blocks. Turnovers, okay, GP. And 3-point percentage is the only thing I care about. Next, Nico Melli on 2.5 attempts. Nico Melli, elite. Paul George, elite on that at many attempts. And Dirk on 7 attempts to shooting 55% from 3. Beautiful. And speaking of most attempts, it is still going to be Steph Curry. Kemba, we watched Kemba play, and yes, he was chucking up those threes. All right, let's go to the next month. Some things have changed. The Brooklyn Nets have taken over the Eastern Conference with Julius Erving averaging 27 and 9. Julius Erving wasn't a great playmaker, but when you're playing alongside Kyrie and KD, it's impossible not to get assists, I guess. Still bad. Detroit Pistons 4 and 25. Sheesh. I guess Josh Jackson is starting for them, so I don't know why I expected, but I guess it was more than that. Out west, bro, the Lakers. Wow, the Lakers are really out here struggling, man. Anthony Davis, you gotta do better than that, my guy. Wow, that is so disappointing. The OKC Thunder are 3 and 25, right? They are on a 19-game losing streak. They might as well trade all their pieces away. Send Gary Payton somewhere else, bro. Send Shea somewhere else, bro. It ain't working out. Tim Duncan has not been good enough to lift this team to the playoffs, unfortunately. Amari Stoudemire ain't been the determinant factor for Phoenix. They're bad right now. This is actually surprising to see the Pelicans out of all teams. Like, Jamal Mashburn's a good player. But he's one of the weaker legends that we added to this sim. So to see him come in and be maybe the determinant factor for this team is insane. The Clippers are currently on an 11-game winning streak. I was talking about them not being able to match up against the Lakers. They are significantly better than the Lakers at this point. And I don't think the points per game and stuff have changed that. Oh, it has changed. Jordan has taken over and Devin Booker has dropped a little bit 2 months in, but he's still top 4. T-Mac 29 points per game. He gonna win most improved. From 5 points to 29. Oh yeah, he winning most improved. Okay, so next thing I want to do is go to like around where we get into the All-Star Game festivities. I wonder if it's all going to be like legends. You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be all legends? So we're at that part of the season, and here we go. I need to watch these two teams play against each other, man. I need to watch them play against each other. The 2 top teams in the East. Let's get a little rivalry between Brooklyn and the Bucks going on. Still bad. Detroit 6 and 53. Disband this team, bro. Just disband it. They don't even show up to hoop no more. And then no Laker. I know. You're like, Kenny, you keep talking about the Lakers, but this is so disappointing to see them that bad. And now the Utah Jazz are an 11-game losing streak. So John Stockton was not the reason or not the help that they needed. Maybe we should have went with Karl Malone, man. Maybe we should have went with Karl Malone. Let's take a look around the league as far as the All-Star games go, participants. So Michael Jordan and Kevin Garnett are the guys, the two. They are the top honchos in each conference. So we got Kobe and MJ on the same team with Wilt, with Julius Erving, with VC, with Tim Duncan, Hakeem. It's literally all legends and James Harden and Steph Curry. Everybody else is a retired legend. And then KG, elite team. The only guy here so far is LeBron. And it's just LeBron and Giannis. LeBron and Giannis are the only two. So out of this, we have 4 current NBA players that are holding their own well. James Harden, Steph Curry, LeBron, and Giannis. Which makes a lot of sense if you ask me. Dunk contest is good. It could be better. It could be better. Like, I literally have Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan and Julius Erving in this simulation. And you give me nothing but young players? We could see these players dunk any day. I want the legends in here. And the 3-point competition, we got T-Mac, James Harden, Steph Curry, Trae Young, and CJ McCollum's a weird player to have him, but he's shooting 45% from 3, so I guess, you know, he's doing his thing. And then Big O. Big O, I mean, we talk about a player that didn't play in the era of 3-point shooting, so to see him come in and be an elite 3-point shooter is actually funny to me. Okay, so what I'm deciding is we'll jump into games and watch them in the playoffs. Why the heck am I waiting to get the regular season where it don't really matter at the end of the day? I want to see playoff matchups, and I want to see game 7s. I want to see elimination games. I want to see all of that in the simulation. And the Warriors are going into the playoffs. They are the favorite. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This team is different. They've been built different. Who is the MVP of the year? Oh, we still got more weeks. I thought that was the end of the season. The MVP is going to be MJ. It's Wilt. I mean, number 1 team in the league. He's averaging 27, 15, 3, and 3 blocks. Makes sense that he's the MVP. Precious wins Rookie of the Year. Drummond wins Sixth Man of the Year because he's backing up Big Z. Defensive Player of the Year, of course, goes to Bill Russell, as it always does. Jalen Brunson wins Most Improved. Steve Nash wins Coach of the Year. That's another reason why we couldn't add him to the sim, because he's a coach now. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's get into it. Big O, Luka. Luka wasn't even an all-star this year, but you telling me he's an all-NBA first-team player? Unless I overlooked him. Yeah, he wasn't even an all-star. So in the second half of the season, he had to hit overdrive. Let's take a look. So I don't even know when the all-star game is. Everything is so jumbled in this NBA season. I don't know. He went from not an all-star to all-NBA first team. Giannis, KG, and Will Chamberlain. MJ is on the second team, and he was an all-star game captain. He's with T-Mac, Clyde, Jokic, and LeBron. The third team, we have Steph, Walt Frazier, Timmy D. Defensive teams should be fun. Jordan, Glove, they're the last two guards to win Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi is the last wing player to win Defensive Player of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. Giannis, the last player to win Defensive Player of the Year. And then Bill Russell. Get them all. The second team, we have Flash. Oh, I want to see Flash, but I don't know if he made the playoffs. John Stockton makes his defensive team. Did he do that at all in his real NBA career? I'm curious. Am I underrating John Stockton's defensive ability? Yeah, I guess I am. Second team all defense 6 times, well, technically 5 times, and then this year in the simulation. Guess I was underrating this defense. Cool. So it goes Wilt and Clyde Drexler, Mcadoo and Hakeem Olajuwon. That should be interesting because Mcadoo is so much smaller, but Mcadoo will be holding his own. Jamal Mashburn and David Thompson. Dirk versus Powell. Oh, yes, sir. Big Z. Wow, the Cleveland Cavaliers make the playoffs. Big Z versus Julius Erving. AAV versus T-Mac. Nice, I like that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus Dominique Wilkins. And then Bill Russell versus Flash. So Flash and them do make the playoffs. All right, we got good matchups. Okay, so this should be, it's going to be interesting trying to see how this is going to unfold. I kind of want to just get into like elimination game realm. Try to keep track, and hopefully we get like game 7s or something. We got a 3-0 series over here, and as much as I want to watch Flash, I mean, we'd have to do it in maybe an elimination game. And you know what? I'm going to do that. Simcast for Flash. Please make it worth it. Make it worth it. Houston gets eliminated, and I guess I'm controlling the Heat. Did I say play? I wanted his Simcast. Oh, I went Simcast live. That's even worse. Give me a second. Here we go. Game 4. Come on, put up that fight. Don't get swept. Okay, it's a close one. Yes. Yes, it's a close one. Yes. And I'm jumping in with 2 minutes to go, 3-point game. Beautiful. This is exactly what we wanted. It's exactly what we wanted. Let me know what y'all think about me jumping in and watching things like this, because I find it interesting, especially when we're dealing with legends. 3-point game. Dwyane Wade, you got to make something happen for South Beach, man. You got to make something happen. And he's trying to. You got Daniel Tice guarding him. That's a bucket. Yeah. Daniel Tice not standing in front of Flash. Come on, bro. There's a reason he got the nickname. 1 timeout each. 2 minutes to go. Second game that we've seen the Boston Celtics, not on purpose, but it's just the way it is. They're also running this 4-center lineup, while the Heat are running a no-center lineup. This game is bad. This game is really, really bad. Like, this is just bad. Is it going to cost the Miami Heat the game? Because the Celtics are just going to throw it to the post every time? I guess we'll see. But, like, there's no reason for this to be happening on next gen. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this substitutions, bro? Why is Robert Williams doing crossovers at the top of the key? This is weird. I mean, what is all that for? And look, now if he would have had Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart with that pass, that's a 3-pointer. But instead, it's Daniel Tice. He's got a slow release. This is bad. This is bad news bears. 3 seconds left in the shot clock, and the Celtics keep the ball. And now we have the substitutions. And with that, they took out Bill Russell, the defensive. They took out the defensive player of the year 2 seconds ago, and they throw it into Javonte Green, who misses. But Bam Adebayo is in the game. Okay. So that's just a clean offensive rebound from Tristan Thompson. That's what he's elite at. If there's one thing in the world that Tristan Thompson is elite at, that is getting the offensive rebounds. So it looks like the season is over unless they get quick offense. They took Dwyane Wade out the game. Look at the stat line. 28, 6, 9, and 6 steals in a close game, elimination game. We just like, nah. I need Precious in the game right now. 2K gotta figure it out. Hopefully that's all of the bad talking I gotta say on today's video. You know, my daily dose of talking bad about 2K. It's just the way it works. The Orlando Magic get eliminated by Allen Iverson and company. This could be an elimination game for a couple different teams. We get a game 7 between Denver and New Orleans, so that's interesting. A game 7 versus Milwaukee and Atlanta. I want these game 7s. I need these game 7s. So, Simcast game 7. Hawks versus Bucks first. Please don't simulate the other game on the other end. Okay, they did. Here we go. Atlanta versus Milwaukee. Winner goes to the next round. And it's a close one. Yes. This is beautiful. 1 minute to go, 4-point game. I guess it's possible. It's unlikely. Oh, and they don't even have the ball. Okay, it's unlikely, but it's possible. We'll see how it goes. It's unlikely, but possible. If they get a quick stop and a couple buckets, it could happen. Milwaukee would definitely be choking if they don't win this game. Giannis with a turnaround jump shot. Does it go? Okay, all right, we got a game. Where's the legend? There he is. Dominique is on the court too. Okay. Drew Holiday is guarded Trae Young. That's a tough scene for Trae Young as he puts up a shot over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's going to be the game. Unfun is the word. Okay. Box score, Giannis and Abdul-Jabbar do their thing. Trae Young, Gallinari, and Dominique Wilkins try their best to keep them afloat, but they do not, and they get eliminated in the game 7. Maybe that was home court advantage. Maybe it wasn't. And the giant has fallen. I was not even aware of the fact that the Warriors were in dismay. They lost. The Portland Trail Blazers making noise. We have 3 game 7s here. Simcast game 7. Number 1. Here we go. It doesn't look close, and it's not going to be. No need to. Hold on. Oh, I was going to. Nope, it's over now. They tried to make a little push. But it is over. The Pelicans get eliminated by Jokic and company. Was it Jokic? It was Jokic, and it was David Thompson putting up great numbers. Okay, 2 more game 7s to go in this first round. First round lived up to the hype, man. It really did. Cavs versus Nets. Let's do that one first. I am so surprised that the Cavs made the playoffs, but I mean, they got to a game 7 and they lost by a dub, and just like that, that is over. Last game 7 of the first round. Hopefully we get more game 7s, man. Second round, please live up to this. Ooh. Dirk and them taking care of business. Wow. Almost a 50-point win. That is embarrassing for a game 7. And Powell did not come to play. 7, 10 boards, 5 assists. And we have our second round set. Mcadoo versus Drexler. Dirk versus, I'm just going to say Dirk versus Nikola Jokic, honestly. Wow, the Bulls didn't make it, huh? MJ was not enough. AI versus Julius Erving, and then Giannis and Abdul-Jabbar versus like Tatum and Bill Russell. That's interesting. All right, simulating game 1s, and hold on, simulate game 2s. Okay, simulate game 3s. It's interesting. Portland 8 seed get into the second round to get swept. We got some real battles in the other series though. 2-2s on every series. 3-2. Game 7s in every single one. This is what we like to see. Give us Nuggets versus Mavericks first. I'm not rooting for nobody, but I do want to see this game be close and Dirk and them do it again. Where they show up to a game 7 and humiliate the opposition. Luka, I mean, I guess it ain't even Dirk, it's Luka. Luka, the chosen one, 33, 10, and 9 in the playoffs. 50, 50, 78. Ridiculous. All right, another game 7. Bucks versus Boston. Please be close. It's not going to be. Wow, Giannis and them cannot get out of the second round. And then last game 7, AI, can he do it? It doesn't look like he's going to unless they go on a big run And they're not going on that run. All right, so our conference finals are set. We got a 2-4 matchup and a 1-2 matchup. Game 1, the lower seed wins both. Game 2, we split it out east. 2-1 on both sides. 3-1 Clips. Clippers are going to the finals. And then we have Clippers versus Celtics in the final. All right. Here we go. Game 1. Clippers. Wow, I was talking that trash. I did not expect Bob Mcadoo to be that elite. Game 2, okay, they keep the series alive. Game 3 goes to the C's. I guess both of them are technically C's, but when I think about the C's, I'm thinking about the Celtics and not the Clips. You feel me? Okay, 2-1 Celtics, 2-2. I want this to go 7. I want this to go 7. Come on, Clippers. Come on, Clippers. I just want a game 7 for the finals, man. I just want a game 7 for the finals, and maybe we're not gonna get it. Oh, Clippers, comeback season. Clippers in the fourth quarter put almost 50 on the Boston Celtics head. They got to be real upset with themselves for allowing that many points. And now a game 7. The perfect way to end this video is with a game 7 and let it be a close game 7 on top of it. Not really. The Clippers. Oh my God, the Clippers. The Celtics blew it, and the Clippers are going to win it all. Wow, I was talking trash at the beginning of the video. And that's how it works. The Clippers win the championship. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. This was a blast. I wish we were able to jump into more games, but I mean, it just didn't work that way. We didn't, and there's no reason to jump in a 20-point blowout. You feel me? If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, again, close to 900,000, and I'll see y'all tomorrow because it is consistency. I will not miss an upload until December 25th. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.